there's a couple of reasons why I like Ben Cohen. One is that he is the founder of Ben and Jerry's, and well, that has earned the love of millions of people across the country. But number two, he's a huge fighter to get money out of politics and has been from day one. So Ben Cohen, welcome to Rebel Headquarters. Great to have you on TYT Network again.
Good to be with you, Rebels.
All right, great. So you and I have been fighting to get money out of politics for years and years and years, and you put together something great for the 8th anniversary of Citizens United. So can you tell us about that?
Yes, it is the amazing Stampathon Marathon on January 21st. Actually, it's the whole week leading up to January 1st, January 21st. We decided that we were going to do something really audacious for this anniversary, and said we're going to stamp 1 million bills, 1 million pieces of paper currency. We had no idea we could not. And 48 hours after we put out the call, people pledged to stamp over 1 million. So it's happening right now, and it concludes on January 21st. On January 1st, a bunch of stamping parties around the country. There's going to be a live stream, and it's going to be a blast. I mean, this is the biggest decentralized protest of Citizens United ever. And every time you stamp a bill, 875 people stamp. So times 1 million, that's 875 million. I mean, that's a lot. So it really powerful. The bills stay in circulation for 2.5 years, and this is a way that people can really make their money talk.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, this will be the first time that money is actually speech. Ben Cohen's been leading the charge on this for a long time. I remember being at a stamp party in LA a couple of years back, and we stamped a bunch of bills with it. And the messages on the bills, which you're allowed to do, by the way, legally, says not to be used to bribe politicians, and then stamp money out of politics, etc. And Ben, the other day, I got a bill back at lunch, and it had one of the stamps on it. And I was like, yes!
There you go, it's working. I tell you, more and more people are seeing those stamp bills. That's the beauty of this kind of protest. It's that it builds on itself. Bills that I stamped 2.5 years ago add up the bills that people are stamping today, and on January 21st. And there's still time for people to get online and pledge, and get over to your bank, pull out a bunch of ones, and rubber stamp them and spend them, making your money talk.
Yep. So Ben, I want the audience to understand a little bit better what's happening on the 21st, because there's a live stream. I know our own Nomiki Konst is going to be there. She's going to do a Facebook Live there as well. So what is the event on the 21st?
Well, there's house parties around the country, and there's some Ben and Jerry shops that are hosting these. And people are getting together. They're bringing a big wad of cash, and there's stamps available at those parties if people don't have a stamp. It's just about 100,000 people who already have purchased Stampede rubber stamps to participate in this protest. And but if you don't have one, go to one of those house parties, and people are getting together, having a good time, stamping bills. Personally, for me, I have developed the world's first stamping ice cream cone licking machine. And I am able to stamp bills while the machine holds an ice cream cone, turns it around so I can kind of lick it as stamping for immediate gratification and incentivization of my bill stamping protest process.
So you know what, you bring up ice cream. I got to ask you a couple of quick questions about ice cream. But first, I want everybody to see the link. It's stampstampede.org/pledge. And we'll have it down below for you guys in the description box on YouTube and comment section on Facebook. Make sure that you participate in this great endeavor. And I'm gonna tell you the groups that are involved in it in a second. But you know, I've had you on a couple of times, Ben, throughout all these different years. I don't think I ever asked you, why ice cream? Why'd you get into ice cream in the first place?
Well, you know, Jerry and I were two slowest, fattest kids in junior high school gym club. And we were not being very successful at what we were trying to do after we finally graduated. I dropped out of a bunch of colleges, and he tried to get into med school and got rejected by all of them. And we decided, you know, let's try starting a small business. And the only thing we really liked doing to get was eating. So figured it had to be a food business. We wanted to take kind of a trend that was starting off in the big cities and take it to a rural college town. And the two things that were happening, bagels and homemade ice cream. And we didn't have enough money to get into the bagel business, so we figured ice cream had to be cheaper. And there you have it. The rest is ice cream history.
I wonder what would have happened. The world would have been completely different if you guys had gone into the bagel business instead. Maybe everybody's talking about the Ben and Jerry's bagels instead.
I was just reading the Principles of Uncertainty. It talks about how all these different things, all these great things, kind of happen by chance.
Yeah. Well, certainly Ben and Jerry's worked.
I mean, the Young Turks. I mean, that's kind of by chance. I mean, you didn't plan on becoming a Young Turk, did you?
No, you're right. I mean, we worked super hard, all these people here all this time, but we got really lucky. It just so happened that our politics matches the politics of the new generation online. Because if we had a different policy positions, et cetera, we never would have gotten this big. It's just that, and this is
But I tell you, you know, talking about the new generation online, the new generation online needs to get offline. It's in the real world that you can really make a difference. When you go and visit your congressperson, when you call your congressperson on the phone, when you rubber stamp dollar bills, you know, then you're being much more powerful than when you're, you know, clicking on whatever the latest thing is to click.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is about you guys in Vermont that makes you so active, but you know, you guys, and so liberal. Well, literally, let me ask that, because Bernie Sanders, you guys, so many, obviously Vermont's one of the most liberal states, if not the most liberal state in the union. What is it in the water or the ice cream in Vermont that creates these fighting liberals up there?
You know, I think a lot of it is about a rural, small farm based ethic. People care about each other. People help each other out. People are thrifty. They do things that make rational sense. And, you know, there's a neighborliness and a common sense factor.
Yeah.
So I think it comes really from the farming heritage.
Yeah, that's really interesting, because what you described there is, I think, what a lot of conservatives would have described about their states and why they're conservative. But you know, but somehow in Vermont it took a liberal turn, and I think the key word you used there was community. You know, if you care enough about your community and you view the community as a larger entity, then I think that that leads people to being more progressive and looking out for each other and having empathy for each other. That's my theory. So
yeah, I think that's true. I mean, a lot of people, you know, draw a box around their families and say, well, I'm going to take care of their family. I'm going to care about their family. Some people draw the box a little wider and say, I'm going to care about my neighbors and people on my block. And some people draw it wider than that and say, I care about people in my state, and others, it's the world.
Yep. So again, this event that they're doing on the 21st is amazing because it actually brought citizens together. It's actually Citizens United against Citizens United. All the groups, Our Revolution, MoveOn.org, Democracy for America, American Promise, Move to Event, Wolfpack, Public Citizen, the list goes on and on. So it's just all the good folks fighting against money in politics together on this important issue. So thank you, Ben Cohen, for organizing that.
That's right. And when your grandkids ask you, where were you during the great Stampathon Marathon of 2018? You don't want to say, oh, I was out, sitting on my butt. You want to say, yeah, I was stamping bills. I was part of that protest. And that's what helped turn the tide to finally overturn this absurd Supreme Court.
Absolutely. We all got to get in the fight. Because the people of power aren't going to do it for us. We got to do it. So everybody check out stampstampede.org for more details. And you'll get to see some of it on facebook.com/The Young Turks. Ben Cohen, thank you so much for joining us.
Good talking with you. Great being with the rebels.